Hello guys, welcome to Benghazi TV. I hope you guys are all doing great and awesome. Fresh week we find ourselves in. Obviously it means one more opportunity for Coach Otoado and his Black Stars team to redeem themselves as they play against Sudan at the Libya or Benghazi Stadium. That is tomorrow. Now today we're talking about that game and looking ahead to that game and possibilities of how Ghana will shape up and what can be done to ensure we can pick up maximum points in this game against Sudan tomorrow in the AFCON qualifier. Subscribe to the channel as always before I even continue by clicking on the subscription button down there and also on the bell. Thank you very much for doing that. And whilst you're doing that, always leave a comment or two as you watch our content here on Benghazi TV. Tell you what, the Black Stars left Ghana and have got to the country of Libya where they play Sudan over the weekend. They trained at the venue for the game today, and the coach Otoado held his press conference as well yesterday as well ahead of the game. And what he said clearly is what I'm sure every Ghanaian has been saying all this while. An opportunity for the Black Stars to redeem themselves or their image in the game tomorrow. All Ghanaians expect is a good performance and then a win. In our game here on Thursday at Accra Stadium, it was a good performance, yes. That's one tick on the right side of the Black Stars team, but the other didn't go too well for them as they could not secure all 3 points. They could not win the game. That was the negative in what happened at the venue on Thursday. So on Tuesday, that's tomorrow, we expect them to get it right by getting a win in a game against Sudan, this time around in Libya. Now, how should be the approach of Coach Otoado? In Ghana, we saw the coach throw in the regular 4-3-3, with all the dimensions to it, and then of course the dynamics to it that he normally employs in games. The 4 defense, as we all do know, is a flat 4. It was Seydou Alidu, who was the man of the match on the Ghanaian side. There was Gideon Mensah, who had a good outing, a good performance, and then Salisu and Chiku. In front of these two, they had Ibrahim Suleimana from Atlanta together with Elisha Usu pairing, and then in front of them was Mohamed Kudus, and the front 3 obviously was Jordan, was Antoine Semenyo, in that by which what's the name? Enes Nyama on the flank, together the front 3 for the Black Stars. Not too sure it will be that different as far as the approach or tactics is concerned. It will be similar, I'm sure, in the game for tomorrow. Because if you look at Specia, Otoado's running with the Black Stars, it seems to be he favors the 4-3-3 formation with all the dynamics that come with that system. So I'm sure it will be a bit similar. What we do not know for sure is whether there will be some changes with regards to personnel in midfield, because we also have got Majid Ashimeru, who is a better progression of the ball for Ghana. In a game where Ghana needs to get a win, perhaps coach will be thinking around whether to start Majid Ashimeru alongside another midfielder, whether Elisha Owusu or Ibrahim. That we're not too sure about. In attacking areas, I'm sure it will be very similar to what we saw in Ghana. I'm sure from what we saw from Inaki Williams when he came on for Jordan again, I'm sure we'll start in the game tomorrow for the Black Stars. So the regular Mohamed Kudus as captain for the side as well, alongside Antoine Semenyo, hoping that he improves his performance this time against the Sudanese team. And then on the right side, whether it will be Enes Nyama who maintains his starting berth or Fataj Haku will come in, we're not too sure about these ones right now. But whatever it is, the system, the formation looks like it will be very similar to what we saw here in Ghana. Difference though will be in the approach of our opponent we saw here in Ghana. Difference though will be in the approach of our opponents. When Sudan came to Ghana with Kosiapia, their objective and plan was very, very simple and straight to the point. To ensure they don't concede and lose to Ghana in Accra. Did a good job with that and succeeded in getting away with the points. They sat back, defended in numbers, and ensured that they didn't throw so many men into attacking areas. So they stifled our attacking options and areas. They managed to get a point from Ghana. Back home in Libya, where they play their home matches though, now they will be the team on the front foot. They need to attack the Black Star team. They must search for goals. So that will mean that they will open up a bit, and that will leave spaces for the Black Stars to exploit at the back of the Sudanese defense. So we'll see how the dynamics will play as they open up, and Ghana has a lot of space to also attack them and try and get a goal or two in Benghazi. So we'll see how those play out. But one key point that I'm sure has been emphasized on by the coach to the players will be how to ensure they utilize the chances that they create in games. In Ghana, we counted as many as over 5 clear-cut chances for Mo Kudus, for Antoine Semenyo, and for Inaki Williams, which were all missed by these players. They need to be clinical this time around in this crucial game against Sudan in Benghazi. That is a bit I'm sure the coaches have worked on, and they must ensure that they become clinical. If you get a chance, you must bury it. One chance, one goal, to ensure you can recover from this poor run of form the stats are currently, ongoing under Coach Otoado. That's one thing I'm sure will happen in a game tomorrow. If they're able to be clinical in attacking areas, I don't see why we cannot get our first win in the qualifiers for the AFCON. Already, Cameroon have qualified for the AFCON. Same for Burkina Faso. Four matches, 4 wins for these 2 teams, and they've qualified for the AFCON. Joining Morocco as the host nation, Ghana must recover or rediscover our form with the game against Sudan tomorrow. It is possible. Let's just believe in them. Let the players believe in themselves and be clinical, like I keep on saying, in the game tomorrow. You don't have to, make some dramatic changes or some huge changes. It's about being clinical up front when opportunity comes the way of the Black Stars players. And I'm sure if all goes well for Ghana, 3 points and a win should not be too far-fetched for our Black Stars team tomorrow against Sudan. So we're wishing the team all the best, wishing Otoado and the Chargers the very best of luck for the game tomorrow. But what do you also make of this? Can the Black Stars team secure a win tomorrow against Sudan? Let's get to hear from you. Your comments are welcome in the comment section. Let's get to hear from you. Can the Black Stars team win the game tomorrow? Or what predictions do you have for us about the game coming up tomorrow between Ghana and Sudan?